Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome. So let's start this off properly and mention that today's stream is sponsored by Dragonheir Silent Gods. I've been in love with this game for quite a while. If you haven't noticed yet from me saying it in almost every single video, because I really do enjoy it. I have a second channel for it. I have a YouTube channel specifically dedicated to this one, but I'm fortunate enough to be actually sponsored by Dragonheir Silent Gods, which, well, Dragonheir Silent Gods is an amazing high fantasy RPG game that has some pretty awesome mechanics. Has open world exploration, it has tabletop mechanics, has the dice rolls that's, connected to the D&D mechanics. It has an amazing story, it has all the good stuff. It basically combines some of the best features in my most loved games ever, all into one, And if you want to start playing the game right now, you should straight up do it. If you're right now in chat, there's going to be a link in there in chat, or if you watch the VOD later on Twitch, there's a panel that looks just like that. That should be in my About section. You can click that one and you can start playing the game today on any platform. It's available on mobile devices, on Android and on iOS devices. It's even available on Mac, and you can also play it on PC. Obviously, download it through their official website, or again, click one of those links, it can take you to the official website. You can get it from the Epic Games Store, and it's even available on Steam. And the whole hype for this time around is the fact that Season 2 is around the corner. I'm really looking forward to this one, and you guys should be looking forward to this one too, because there's some pretty amazing stuff that's gonna happen. Like amazing new, oh my god, look at this, there's a whale! I didn't see that. But there's gonna be a brand new story. There's gonna be some changes to the mechanics, some changes to gear sets, more heroes added, more artifacts added, and well, that's gonna be the subject of today's video, because and video/stream, because last stream we were checking out the story. Okay, we're going through the story, we're looking at some of the new heroes and whatnot. So today we're gonna continue having a look maybe at some of the new heroes, but at the same time we're gonna be looking at the gear sets and the new artifacts, because I've not checked anything yet. I'm still in the, it's still a fog for me. I haven't seen anything. Bambi and Mage Side, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. So, let's see, where did we leave off? So I guess we left off where we had to go to Lacune, or Lacunae, however you say. Lacunae. We had to go this one to continue a little bit the story, but I guess we're not gonna do this one this time around, okay? Because if I do the whole story, then what's the point? What's gonna be the point? Oh, I can go down here. I didn't see that. That's awesome. What's this? What's that? Let me go in the cave. No. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna continue with the story for now. I just want to have a look at some other stuff, Drifting bottle. What's this? Oh god, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so yeah, let me have a look through here. What else did I miss? So I guess I could have a look at some of the other heroes for now that I've not looked much last time. So I know we checked like one of each of these last time. Okay, these are some of the limited banners. Wait a second, isn't Karf an exclusive one? Doesn't he have an exclusive artifact? And if he does, how come he's on one of the banners? That's interesting. Usually exclusive legendaries are not on banners. Let me see the burn one. This one's Flora's. Oh, no, my bad. Okay, so it's not Karf, it's Ascetius. Or yeah, Ascetius has the exclusive one, my bad. Just finished season 1 main story, it's good. I told you, the story is amazing. I'm not usually a big fan of story or lore. In games, you just enjoy the game, but Dragonheir has an amazing story and definitely followed along with everything. Good, how are you today? Yeah, I'm doing good. Just busy working. And looking forward to dive deeper into this one. So I guess what I could do is I could have a look at the exclusive ones, okay? Let me have a look at the exclusive heroes, and then we can talk about their artifacts. So I guess the exclusive ones are Beldel, right? Then there's Percunte, and then there's Ascetius. I think I checked these two last stream. I think I checked their kit. So maybe let's just have a look at some other ones this time around. Like, let's start with the other exclusive, like I said, Ascetius. So it's gonna be not this one. That one's Rose. I heard some crazy stuff about Rose. Let's have a look at Ascarius. He looks amazing. It's, I mean, oh my god. Look at that. All fiery. Of course he's gonna do burn. Do you know if there's 2 different endings depending on your decision? I don't know, honestly. I chose one, but I think the ending might be the same. SDX, not really. Not really. I've been busy with, I've been too busy with Dragonheir to stream anything else, so, yeah. Well, let's see. So, Malfeasant. Quetia's Malfeasant. That's an interesting name. So, let's see. Captain Aura. Ally attack in all battles by 30%. Awesome. That's a good start. That's what I'm expecting from an exclusive hero. Did I accept or reject? I think I rejected. Or I don't remember. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what the question was, so... I think I did the one where like, nope, it's not true. I think I went with the denial one or something like that. You rejected too. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Fire control passive. Basic attacks deals additional 50% fire damage to enemies in 3 adjacent tiles in front of the hero. That's interesting. It's kind of like a splash damage in front. That makes good for Goblin, for AoE in front. When the basic attack deals damage to enemies under burn, increases the hero's increases the hero's ultimate energy by 5%. Oh my god. He's gonna keep getting to that ultimate a lot. If you give him some decent attack speed and you keep doing basic attacks, you're gonna do that ultimate a lot. This is basically kind of like what's his name? Oster has for Frost. That's awesome. Good start. That's just the passive. Okay, battle skill. Deals 300% fire damage to enemies within range and has a 100% chance of inflicting 1 stack of burn for 10 seconds. Pretty decent range for a melee unit. That's good. And then, let's see, the ultimate dispels all enemies burned. Full board, that's interesting. And deals 500% attack fire damage to them. Then triggers blast on all enemies with each enemy as the blast center, dealing additional 190% attack fire damage to surrounding enemies. For each stack of burn previously dispelled from the enemy, the blast damage is increased by... Oh my god. Okay, so for AoE capabilities, this one can just explode damage. Like, if you have lots of stuff in there, this one can do a crazy amount of damage. You know what? The funny thing is, Fire didn't have that many options to fight against what's it called? Against AoE stuff, like against summoners, so this one's gonna be crazy. This explosion's gonna be awesome. Burn is what Fire needed. It was missing it with some AoE stuff. Anthony, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing good, bro. But yeah, Ascarius looks awesome. Looks pretty awesome. Then let's have a look at the different... Oh yeah, I want to see what Queen Quetia. I want to see what Queen Quetia or Commander. I think she was the general, right? General Quetia defense. Oh my god, look at this. This looks insane. Wow. This is just awesome. Look at that sword. Look at those claws. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's see. Captain Aura. Defense in Arena. Okay, so she might just be a specialist for Arena. When taking damage, there's a 25 booked up to 35% chance of inflicting recharging speed penalty on the attacker for 5 seconds. The hero takes 30% less damage from basic attacks. Oh, that's a good passive. That's a good start. Yep, the Spider Sister. So that's a good battle skill to start. Passive. Battle skill. Drags the furthest enemy towards the hero, inflicting 335 necrotic damage with a 100% chance of inflicting fear and knock-up for 3 seconds. Meanwhile, has a 100% chance of inflicting healing prohibition. This is an insane battle skill. Fear, knock-up, and heal prohibition on a battle skill. But I think this is a problem because it's high recharge time, 12. Because I think this takes into account the scrolls as well, so that's pretty high. And then let's see the ultimate. Yeah, it takes into account. Attacks the target area 3 times, each dealing 270 necrotic damage to enemies within range and reducing their ultimate energy by 10%, while granting the hero with 150% attack healing. I mean, for a defense one, when I see attack stuff, I'm not as pleased. The third attack has a 100% chance of inflicting knocked up on the enemies. It has a 100% chance of inflicting attack penalty. Okay, so this one can do some damage, pushes back ultimate energy, and puts attack penalty. So she looks pretty good. She doesn't look as busted as like Ardeth. What's her name again? Ardeth? Where is she? The Radiant tank. Why is she not here? Oh yeah, she's an exclusive. So she doesn't look as busted as the other one. Or maybe I'm just not seeing it. Ardreth, yeah. She's amazing. Like, she's one of the ones that's just crazy. Yeah, it reminds you of those styles. I mean, honestly, some styles of heroes are always gonna look similar to some other stuff, you know, because inspiration and whatnot, plus there's only so much uniqueness that you can bring. They have a lot of unique stuff anyway. Okay, so we saw that one. So last time I checked the Thunderbolt, I checked Ice Blast and checked Burn. I checked another Burn, checked Necrosis. Maybe I should look at a Radiant one. I checked Ardreth. Let's see what's this guy up to. Zorak, another Ice Blast. Malac. Okay, I gotta check this one. This one looks... Oh my god. I mean, look at it. This guy looks insane. Malac, Warden of Bones. He's basically the... It's like, yeah, if there's any Necrosis, any zombies, he's got it. He's like, move? No? Okay, you're out. Oh my god. And look at this. Look at the graphic and the visuals on that sword as well. Wow. Okay, let's see what's he up to. Captain Aura. Defense in Gladiator Arena. Okay, so another arena one. Let's see. Battle skill. When inflicted with controller ultimate down, gains 15% ultimate energy and heals the hero by 10% max HP. Oh my god, that's crazy. This effect can only be occur once every 2 seconds. Also, if the hero fails to resist controller ultimate down, there is a 50% chance to nullify those effects. So, basically, he's anti-Elesibre. That's straight up, like, just the passive. I didn't look at anything else. He's just straight up anti-Elesibre that does ultimate down and control. I like that. I like that. That's a good start. That's called shifting the meta. You know, you have to do that a little bit. Yeah, Dragonheir Walking Dead. Exactly. Okay, so that's an amazing passive to start with. Let's see battle skill. Deals 240 plus 6% max HP of his max HP damage to the enemy and heals the hero by 12.5% max HP. The healing is doubled if the enemy is inflicted with a debuff. Oh my god, he's never gonna die. He's just gonna keep healing himself with this battle skill. And then let's see what ultimate is about, because this one pushes his ultimate up. Ooh. Dispels all control from all allies and grants them control immunity for 10 seconds. So this one's a full board control dispel and control immunity. I want him. I want him. I want control immunity. I want control dispel and control immunity. He's amazing. Meanwhile, deals 420% attack plus 14% max HP, poison damage in that area to enemies within range with a 100% chance of inflicting attack penalty. Oh my god. It kind of looks to me like I kind of want all of the new ones. Like this guy, Malac, seems amazing. He seems like an... He seems OP. It's like, you know, Fruit Bath step aside. Like, if you don't need AoE healing, Fruit Bath is out of the window. He just sounds busted. For arena, for areas where you need control immunity, or you need to, like, cleanse control, that's gonna be a must. Like, as an example, is Poison with Lightning this season? Let me double check. If Poison is with Lightning, and we still have the Continental Challenge bosses, then he's gonna be a must for the Beyond Frey fight. Right, because actually, wait, you had ice. Is ice with poison or is ice with fire necrosis? Lightning poison. Okay, so lightning with poison. I guess you would have the... Who would take the lightning damage? It's Oster, so I guess you wouldn't use him there. Demon or Angel, hello. But still, maybe when you get to the point where you need... There might be some more stuff where we need control immunity, so he looks amazing. Wow. Okay, let's see, so that, I want to look at Rose, because I heard some good stuff about her. I want to see what Rose is all about. Encyclopedia, you might know Rose already, if you started playing this game. She's kind of like the ones, if you have questions, you click over here and she's gonna be like, okay, what's your question? You ask her question, she's kind of like an end game guide. So she was at the game. So let's see. She was Radiant. Rose, let's see what she up to. So she's support. Hydrate. Okay, will do, Anthony. Will do. I gotta, you know, I talk a lot. I gotta hydrate. She looks like she has pretty good attack for a support. Good defense, good attack, decent HP. Let's see, battle skill. When the hero has a buff, the enemy can now resist debuffs inflicted by the... Oh my god. When she has a buff, the enemies can now resist debuffs inflicted by the hero. That's insane. That just opens up so many avenues. I mean, I don't even know what's gonna happen next or what debuff she has, but this is crazy. Like, I don't think you even need her to land buffs. Somebody else can put buffs on her, and you're always gonna have no need for accuracy to land stuff. That's crazy. Okay, so let's see. Battle skill. Deals 250 attack plus 2400 enlightenment radiant damage to enemies within range with a 100% chance of inflicting recharge speed penalty for 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the hero gains enlightenment up for 5 seconds. So she gains enlightenment up, which obviously is gonna boost the damage, but also placing recharging speed penalty on the battle skill. That's a good start. It's a 10 seconds, so it's a good one. And now let's see the ultimate. Full board. First thing that I see. When I see full board, I usually get excited because there's not too many that do this. And usually people that do full board stuff are pretty OP. Cast the spell 4 times, each dealing 80% attack, 800% enlightenment radiant damage to a random enemy and the enemies around it. Okay, so this one can be AoE damage. That's crazy. With a 100% chance. Oh my god, look at how much this skill writes. That's crazy. With a 100% chance of inflicting attack penalty 2 for 10 seconds. So she brings attack penalty as well. Meanwhile, heals all allies surrounding the random enemy by 4% target max HP, 600% enlightenment, with a 100% chance of dispelling 1 debuff from them. The hero casts the spell 1 extra time for every 100 enlightenment they have. Oh my. Up to 6 times with each cast of this skill. Holy. Oh my god. So basically your goal is to give her 600 enlightenment. Wow. So if you give her 600 enlightenment, she's gonna dispel 6 debuffs. She's gonna hit 24 times the 80% attack damage plus 800% enlightenment, which most you're gonna care about enlightenment, and heal what's this, 24% of their target's max HP and enlightenment. She sounds busted. Oh my god, Rose sounds busted. Oh my god. Oh my god, I want Rose. Okay, so I want Malac, I want Rose out of the new ones already. I want Quetia. I need to get me some more healer lights. I'm definitely pulling on the... I'm 100% gonna pull on the new banner. So when the game... when the game goes global, on the 15th, by the way. 15th, I mean not the game, Season 2. On the 15th, Season 2 is gonna be live. I'm 100% pulling, apart from the 20 that we should have on the banner with the, you know, the scrolls that guarantees us 2 legendaries. I'm pulling everything on this one. Like, I want to get as many copies of these new ones, because so far... everything I've seen is like, yes, please. So I want to get Rose. I want to get... I'm not that impressed by Quetia, honestly. But I want to get Rose. I want to get Quetia. This guy sounds amazing. Like me, my lightning people. Then I want to get Malac. Whoo. Damn. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so let's have a look now at... I want to have a look at the exclusive artifacts, okay? Want to see, because, like I said, there's going to be 3 new heroes that will have exclusive artifacts. Those are Beldel, Quetia, and Quetia. So if you go over here to the exchange shop, to the exclusive, the first one, this one's Beldel's exclusive, okay. Helm of the Frostbeards. Let's see what this one's up to. So, for those of you that do not know, in order to get an exclusive artifact for the exclusive heroes, there's only 9 in the game. What you basically need is 1 copy of that, 1 extra copy of that hero. So for example, if you pull Beldel once, you need to pull Beldel a second time and have another dupe in order to get it exclusive. Unless they changed it, that's how it is. Exclusive artifacts require you 2 legendary dupes, which are basically your soul imprints, to sacrifice. But one has to be the dupe of the same legendary that you want to get the exclusive for. You might be like, okay, that's a lot. Are you crazy? But they are worth it. No Season 1 exclusive. There's 6 of them. You have the Black Blood Scale for Lilwanis. You have Esoteric Pearl Necklace for Flora. You have Arbiter's Pendant for Nastjenka. Monelise Blessed Scabbard for Thelendor. Nightfall Pelium for Lothair. And then Eternal Snow Crystal, which is Vitar's. So these are the first 6 exclusive heroes that we have. Then of this season, we have 3 new legendaries that have exclusive. So let's start with the first artifact. Let's see what Beldel's one does. So Beldel's the one that does Ice Blast. Yeah, Flora's amazing. So let's see, it gives attack and crit rate. That's perfect, that's a good start. She's a DPS, so it's good. Having extra crit rate, this one can go, I think, to... Is it 40 or 45% crit rate? I know that the epic one goes to 30. I never had the legendary one. I guess I can check and can roll it up. So let's see, damage dealt by Runaway will be increased by 10, 15, 20, up to 35%, while the upper limit of the stackable damage of Frost Favor will be increased by 200%. Okay, Runaway. Let's see what is the Runaway. Is the Runaway the battle skill? Where you at, Beldel? Yes. Okay, that sounds like this one's gonna explode some serious amounts of damage. Like, it can be cast several times. Like, it can be cast up to 4 times, right? Or it can keep triggering. As long as you have somebody that enables Ice Crystal, the battle skill can keep triggering as long as you keep gathering those ones. And then with the artifact, you get the more damage, and the upper limit of the damage is stackable increased to 200%. So this one sounds insane. Like, single target damage, this one's just gonna... It might even compete with Flora. I might be wrong, but it looks like it can compete with that one. Now, the next one is gonna be for the Thunderbolt, for Perkunte. Let's see what this one does. So, Crown of Order gives attack and crit damage. So again, this one can give some massive crit damage and good attack. Let's see, Thunder's Might. Perkunte's Lawful Retribution will ignore 35% of the target's defense, while the damage bonus ratio provided by each stack of Overwhelm will be increased to 4%. Oh, this one I think it's only 1% when you don't have him. Yeah, so when you don't have him exclusive, I think it's only 1%. So that one going up to 4, that's a lot. Let's see, Overwhelm. What does it say what the Overwhelm does? So when on the battlefield, the hero gains 1 stack of Overwhelm with unlimited duration whenever electricity is triggered. This effect cannot be dispelled and is capped at 30 at 30 stacks. At the same time, the hero casts Lightning, dealing 400% lightning damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. The fewer the enemies on the battlefield, the higher the damage, up to 500% base damage. Gains 4 stacks, gains 1 stack of Overwhelm. So what does Overwhelm do again? Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, increases the damage of this skill by 3% for every stack of Overwhelm. So this one goes up only by 1%. But I still know that from what I read, he can do some serious amounts of damage. Frey Joe, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So let me look at it again. So, crit damage attack. Will ignore defense. That's always massive. Ignoring defense is going to boost the damage. The damage is going to be crazy. The damage bonus ratio is provided is by 4%. So still, instead of 4%, that's an extra 30% damage, because Overwhelm stacks up to 30 maximum. And then that one times the 3, right? That's the base one, that's 90. This one's 120%, yeah. So, again, this one looks pretty good. You definitely would want to get a copy of that. And now let's see by Asketias. This one seems like, maybe I'm wrong, but Asketias seems like the most underwhelming out of the 3 so far. Maybe I need to see him in action before I judge. But let's see. So attacking crit damage. Asketias gains an additional 20% crit rate. Okay, that's insane. The straight up starting with extra 20% crit rate, that's good. It's kind of like Tunnel Non. Makes it easier to crit cap. And Incineration's damage bonus from Dispelling Bonds is increased. The damage bonus for each stack of bonding spells is increased to up to 150%. So from 100 to 150%, what's the base again? Where you at? Let's see. 75. Okay, that basically doubles. Okay, with his exclusive, he looks insane. Because this one's gonna double. So from 75% goes up to 150%. Okay, Quetia is gonna come in action, do some crazy stuff. That's insane. Oh man, that's insane. Okay, so those are the 3 exclusive artifacts. Now, let's have a look. I want to see, since I'm here at the artifacts, I want to see the other ones. Do we have any rare ones? Any new rare ones? Don't see any. Don't see any new rare ones. They were all in there. Yep, like all of these ones were in there. I guess let's have a look at the epics one. Let me just double check here. Did I miss something? But I think it's only... Yeah, I think it's only the epic ones and legendary ones. Again, I'm not aware of all the legendary ones because I didn't use many of them. But yeah, let's see. So, epic ones. Okay, these 2 look new. And... Okay, those are the only ones, I guess. The only 2 epic. 100-die robe and Cosimo's Crucible. Let me double check so I'm not wrong. Epic. Yeah, okay, so it's only that one. And then the other ones are the legendary ones. Okay. So let's see. 100-eye robe. What does this one do? So it gives defense and HP %. Okay, that's good. More options for tanks, healers. Your Wi-Fi died when I clicked. Rose's ultimate was so good that it killed your Wi-Fi, Bambi. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm sorry. So let's see. Again, defense HP % instead of the evil eyes. When the wearer takes damage, for every buff on the attacker, the damage is reduced by 3.5 up to 5%. So if you're facing stuff... this sounds interesting for tanks. Like if you're facing an arena, some tanks that, some DPS that maybe need to be buffed up for, like, for example, rally. Like rally, people need to usually have rally and some attack up. This is basically gonna make you tankier against those ones. That's interesting. I guess it can be good. Is it better than the Mask of the Lark though? I'm not sure. I guess this one's different because this one, the more buffs you have, the less damage you have. But this one, the more buffs the enemy has, the less damage you take. But this one's not capped. So if the enemy has 5, 6, 7 buffs, you take less and less and less damage. No, the mask is different. The mask depends on how many buffs you have. So if your tank has 3 buffs, it takes less damage 3 times the 3%. So this is the wearer has, and this one's for the enemy. Yeah, for every buff on the attacker. So that can help. It makes I guess it makes sense for a defense tank. You know, when you don't get a chance to do maybe. If the enemy is faster and they start landing buffs, then that's where this one can come. It seems helpful, you know. It's another one. It's another good option for your tanks, for your supports, especially because it gives you HP % and defense. That's good. Then let's see, Cosimo's Crucible. This one's the funny one because this is the one where we mixed the potion to be able to talk to animals. The first one, I think it was a cow, where Aquitaine was, right? Yeah, that's what the Cosimo's Crucible was. We had to get the nail from Arbortea. You'd mix it in this, and then you could talk to, I think it was a cow, and then they turn back into a human. Because some magician stuff went wrong. Well, let's see. So this one has defense plus resist. Okay, we already have HP plus resist in the candle. So this one gives us defense plus resist. That's good. It's good to have some defense and resist options. The wearer and their nearby allies gain an additional 35-60 resistance for 15 seconds. What in the Dr. Dolittle? Exactly. It's called negotiation powder. You get that and you can become Dr. Dolittle. So this one sounds to me like it's just arena focused. This one just sounds like you would try to get this to gain more resistance on some heroes. Because it's only for the first 15 seconds. I don't see where having resist only for the first 15 seconds is that helpful. I guess, you know what? There might be a spot. Maybe in the Grave of Rot, you want to like block the first one before you get all your skills to fall in tune. So this one could be helpful. Is it enough though? I don't know. You help the turtle turn back into a dragon slayer. Nice. So that's the epic ones. Now let me see the legendary ones. So the legendary ones, I might have a problem because I don't know all of them. I barely know a few. I don't have that many dupe legendaries on my account, so I'm not as acquainted with all of these ones. So I'm just gonna look here on my list because I have some I have a helping list brief that's gonna give me some ideas. Because again, today's stream is sponsored, so I do have some pointers that can help. Okay, so first one, let's see which one's the first one. Okay, Aurora telescope. So let's see the binoculars. Where are you at? Did I miss it? Oh yeah, okay. Aurora telescope. Here it goes. Let's see. In arena resist the first wave. Yeah, in arena can be good. That one, the Cosimo's pot thingy can be good in arena because, like, you know, arena can be quick battles or some stuff can be decisive in the first turn. So let's see. Aurora telescope gives HP and attack. There's not many people who really want HP and attack. Maybe melee units. Let's see what this one says. When the wearer deals damage to an enemy with higher defense, the current damage will boost based on the defense ratio between them. When the target's defense... Well, when the target's defense reaches 230% of the wearers, the damage boost will reach 35%, maximum 35%. Meanwhile, when the wearer takes a critical hit, the damage is reduced by 15%. So this one sounds like a melee unit for sure. Won't work, you are irresistible. Thank you, Lord Snackers. How's it going, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, this one definitely sounds like an artifact you would have on a melee DPS. Because they would not be, I'm guessing they would not be defense based, so the enemy tanks will have high defense. So when their defense is 230% higher than the wearers, which again, being melee attack based, that's gonna hit pretty easily. The damage boost will reach 35%. So 35% more damage against tanks. So this one seems like a good way to snipe tanks. Yeah, lots of arena artifacts, that's true. And when the wearer takes a critical hit, the damage will do. So it basically, it sounds like a good artifact for melee DPS that can take out the tanks and also give some survivability because of the damage reduction from crits and also the HP. Okay, I like it. Aurora telescope sounds like a good one. Let's see, number 2, it's gonna be Cuckoo County's bindings. Okay, this one sounds interesting. This one over here. Okay, attack and accuracy, I like to see that. There's not too many that have attack and accuracy. We need more of those. We need more of those for our debuffers. As the battle starts, the wearer has a 100% chance of inflicting attack penalty on the enemy with the highest attack for 10 up to 20 seconds. If the wearer's attack is higher than the target's, the inflicted effect can't be removed during its duration. Interesting. So again, this one sounds like an arena one. You basically disable the enemy's damage dealer. So this one sounds to me like a counter to Vitar. Okay, like she's kind of the meta of exploding everything in arena. She's gonna have the highest attack because people usually have high attack on her with lots of damage. So this one could be really helpful for that. That's interesting. Yo, Jeff S GTA 2, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. How's it going? How are you doing? Yeah, attack accuracy. So this one also helps because it gives you the boost of accuracy. It gives you some attack. But I don't think that you would have this on your DPS because if the wearer's attack is higher than the target's, I don't think this one would come in play. Unless you had on somebody that you only built with attack. So maybe somebody like a Voresh. You can have lots of accuracy on him. Or sorry, lots of attack on him because he heals based off of that. You would focus attack and accuracy. Maybe this could land and could give you a chance. That sounds interesting. It's not, I would not recommend this as one of the first artifacts for anyone though. That's for sure. I mean, the number 1 is still gonna be Witch's Remains. That's for sure. Defense penalty artifact still gonna be number 1. This one. But still, that's an interesting one for you. Okay, let's see. Next one. No towers shears. Okay, let's see. Red thingy. Where you at? Okay. No towers shears. I might butcher some of these names, but I'm trying, I promise. That one sounds like an artifact for Grave of Venom speed farms. That's true. That could be helpful there as well, you're right. You could land that on the Harpy Queen so it doesn't explode your people. Just fine will be your game names and let's... Oh, nice. Okay, Jeff. I forget. I always just say the full stuff, Jeff. I try my best to say the full names. Okay, another one that has the HP and attack percent. So again, I'm expecting to... When I see stuff like this, I'm expecting these to be for melee damage dealers. Such as like, you know, the Martinas, Lothairs, Durango, stuff like that. So when the wearer deals damage to a target, they also reduce the target's max HP by 15% of the damage dealt. Oh, destroy set much? Up to 60% of the target's max HP. This effect doesn't apply to boss enemies. Okay, so this one is again anti-arena, and this seems to me to be the answer to the current arena defense meta, because the meta right now is full tanks, healers, revivers. So basically, if you come with this one, you're gonna keep clipping their max HP, life clipping as it's called. You're gonna keep clipping their max HP, so you're gonna start, okay, you might start killing them, but even if you don't start killing them, you're just gonna keep lowering and lowering their max HP, and eventually you're gonna kill them. So I guess this is a good way of implementing, you know, changing a little bit the arena meta. But obviously, if it's hidden behind the legendary, it might be a problem. I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna try and compete at the high end, you're gonna have lots of legendaries, because in these types of games in general, it's all about like who has more, because it's part of the gacha system. Who pulls more, who has more stuff. So this one, I can definitely see this one being good against stuff like that. Destroying max HP up to 60%. That's crazy. It depends obviously on how fast it ramps up. Okay, I like it. Definitely like it. Let's see what's the next one. Titan Reb. Okay, this sounds pretty obvious. Is this one over here? Attack and resistance. I can't think of anybody who you would have attack and resistance on, okay? Maybe some niche places, niche spots where you want to resist some stuff but still gain some attack. I don't know, let's see. Every time the wearer successfully resists a debuff, they gain an extra 5% damage bonus with an indefinite duration. This effect stacks up to 5 times. So basically, if you resist 5 times, you get 25% damage bonus. Attack base healer supporter, yeah, but then the effect gives you more damage. So that's why it doesn't make sense. That's why it doesn't make sense. Maybe some PvE areas. Maybe some PvE areas where you might need, I don't know, to resist some debuffs and then take it down. You know what? This could be interesting. In the Grave of Rot, I suppose. If you do get enough resist to resist the boss, you're gonna gain some damage bonus and maybe kill it faster, but still, I don't know. I'm not impressed with this one. This one, I'm definitely not impressed. Like, I cannot think of what exactly you would use it. And again, I would definitely not pick this one as one of the first choices. Nope. Okay, let's see what's the other one. Okay, the next one, Blooms of Prina. This one, Blooms of Prina. Fae boss. Oh yeah, for the Fae boss as well, for the Lady of Greeneries. But I think Season 2 changed. I don't think it's gonna be the same boss, so... You replace attack with resistance to gain attack. Exactly. So, I mean, it basically gives you straight up damage bonus, not attack. So it gives that 25% damage bonus. So just straight up damage bonus, not attack. I don't know. Yeah, still, I cannot see. Like, yeah, I could not... I don't see a reason. That would be at the bottom of the list of what I would get. Let's see. Blooms of Prina. Okay, now we're talking. Attack and attack percent. Let's go. Oh, this one's Ice Crystal specific. Okay, so this one's class specific. When the wearer consumes Ice Crystal, their next battle skill deals 25% more damage. Okay. This sounds good. Especially because they trigger it several times. They can trigger like 1, 2, 3, 4 Basically, if you have an infinite amount of ice crystals, you can keep triggering that. So this one sounds good. Gives you more attack. Good. It's definitely a really good one for ice crystals. Specific, to the point, perfect. Blooms of Prina sounds good. Definitely one of the ones that you would use. Okay, Oil of Skyfire. Let's see. This one, I think this one might be a burn specific. Yep, that's what I thought. Again, attack and attack percent. Good. Every time the wearer applies burn, they gain an extra 2% attack up for 10 seconds. This effect stacks up to 15 times. So you can have a total of 30% extra attack up. That can be good. It's not the best, but not the worst, you know. Still, it's because it's only for 10 seconds, depending on how fast you apply those burns. So maybe people that have burns on passive, battle skills, or basic attacks, that can be helpful. Because for ultimates, you basically do it every... I mean, actually, even for ultimate, if you apply on several targets, you can get several of these. Okay, so yeah, it can be good. It can be interesting for that as well. The pirate, yeah, for Karf. Karf could use this one because he has lots of burns. Then let's see, Tempest War Drum. I'm guessing this one's gonna be for Thunderbolt. So let's see, Tempest War Drum. Attack and attack, yep. When the wearer deals damage for each enemy on the field under the effect of electrocuted, the damage is increased by 6%. Okay, so again, let's say there's 3, that means 18%. There's 5, that's 30%. So they kind of seem like they're balanced. Like all of these class specific, like of those damage types, the Thunderbolt, Ice Blast, and Burn, they kind of seem to like be balanced on what the effects are. Okay, this sounds interesting. Could be nice for Goblin if you have AoE Burn. Exactly. If you have AoE Burn with that one, that can be good. Or even like places like Heretical Ruins, where there's 3 targets. Okay, okay. That's not too bad. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, okay, we got some more. So, Lavassio's Roots. Okay, I think this one's the new artifact from the Meander. If I'm not mistaken, let's see. And I don't think we can see it over here in the shop. Yeah, we cannot see it in the shop, but I think we can see it over here, and maybe like if we go to Champion 1. Yep. Ravatrix Roots. Okay, so Ravatrix Roots, yes, it's a different name here on the brief, but this one gives you again HP and attack percent. They have something with the HP and attack percent. Don't know why. Let's see. The wearer receives an additional 15% HP and 15% attack. So again, goes with the main stats. That's good. For non-legendary heroes, this effect is doubled. This is awesome. This sounds good. So basically, you gain 30% more HP, 30% more attack if you're epic or rare. And then this one, because it's legendary, this one is gonna give you, when it's maxed out, 60% more attack. 60% more attack, and how much HP? You know what? Let's level it up. Let's level it up to see exactly how much attack. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, by the way, are you ready to have your mind blown if you didn't already see this? Since it's gonna be a new season, we're gonna have some quality of life stuff. Okay, they did say they're gonna keep getting some quality of life improvements. Are you ready to have your mind blown? Watch this. One button maxed out. Obviously, when you get to that point of that. So instead of going level 30, ascend. Level 50, ascend. Level 70, ascend. 90, ascend. No. One button, boom. Job done, easy clap. Amazing. Well done. Well done, Dragonheir. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see quality of life improvements like this one. This is massive. This is just... Oh, I want to level up this one. Boom. Oh, I want to only take it to 90. Then I'm going to just do that. I want to send it to 90. Nah, I want to get it to max. Boom. One click, one button, job done. Easy clap. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well done. I like it. I like it. So, we were looking at Ravatrix Roots. Okay, so let's refine. Oh, want to see more quality of life? Well, here we go. Let's refine it. Boom. It still allows you to see stuff on the side, okay? It still allows you to see stuff on the side. It looks slick. It looks slicker. It looks better. Looks. Oh yeah, I want to see how many stats you get. Just scroll till you get there. Okay, what do I get at level 8? 14% attack, 17, 10 HP. 12, 25% attack, 3000. Maxed 7710 HP, 60% attack. It tells you everything. Everything. That's awesome. Like it. I shouldn't max stuff because like I need more. I need more. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Interesting artifacts, good quality of life, amazing new heroes. I'm really excited for season 2. Okay, let's see. We got I think we got one more. Yeah, one more, and I think this one's gonna be the Pillar of Trial artifact. Let's have a look. Okay, over here, let's see. So, the Pillar of Trial artifact at 180. So basically, if you beat everything, you get this one. Everlasting Diamond. It looks amazing. Looks amazing, first of all. HP and Enlightenment. Okay, I already like it because I don't think there's any, unless I missed it, at least for Epic or below, I don't think there's any artifact that gives you HP and Enlightenment. There's like defense and Enlightenment with the Tiara. There's like accuracy and that stuff that gives you Enlightenment. So HP and Enlightenment is a good start. It's good for healers, supports that need HP and Enlightenment in their kit. Like, you know, our good old Hexandra. You need Enlightenment for her to heal better on the battle skill, but you need HP to make her survive. My Mithrasia. I want Enlightenment HP for her heals. This one can work. So let's see. Gift of the Upper Plains. Healing from the wearers increases by 25%. That's amazing. Just flat out 25% extra healing. That's awesome. Exactly perfect for healers. I like to see that. And if you manage to beat it, this is basically free to play to obtain one. By the time you should get to season 2, you should get more options and hopefully you should be able to beat all of them. And then let's see. Meanwhile, the wearer receives an additional 50 up to 125 resist. Ooh. Ooh. Damn. Now this is the specific best one for Hexandra to use as your stun target in the ancient battlefield. This is what this is. The specific artifact you want. You're gonna get more healing on the battle skill because of the Enlightenment. You're gonna get more healing because of the first effect, and it's gonna make it easier for you to give her enough resistance so she can tank the ancient battlefield boss's stun and basically resist it. Nice. I like it. I like it. This is definitely better than the previous one. This is definitely better than the previous one, honestly. What was... yeah, let me see. What was the previous one again? Because I forgot. What was the other artifact? Actually, I don't see it in the shop. I have to go over here. So, the previous one... oh, yeah, was this one. Let's see. So, this one, HP and attack percent. The wearer gains the following effect every 20 seconds. For the first 10 seconds, the wearer gains... 1 stack of attack up. For the next 10 seconds, the wearer loses 1 stack of attack up. So every 10 seconds his attack goes up, goes down. Goes up, goes down. I mean, still good. You're still gonna have a varying attack increase. I guess it's interesting. I do prefer this one. I do prefer the new one though. This Everlasting Diamond looks amazing. Looks amazing. I'm happy with this one. Okay. So that was, I think that was all of the new artifacts we're gonna have this new season. It's definitely a lot. Definitely a lot, but there's some good stuff in there. There's some good stuff in there that I'm looking forward to. So, now that we have the artifacts done, guess what? We're gonna have new gear as well. New gear sets. So, honestly, the best way that we can look at it, and the way I want to look at it, is let's just go to the dungeons respectively. So, let's start with the Grave of Venom. Okay, let's see. So let's go to stage 9. So we still have the Goblin Brawler. Attack and skill haste. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. Because this one can be useful. you know. This one can be useful. The extra skill haste can be really helpful as you progress if you're missing, you know, the right timings and stuff. Then attack speed, attack percent attack speed, we still have the Predator. The Assassin Technique, attack percent in Enlightenment, okay, that one's still there. And then Barbarian, attack percent crit rate. So the epic ones stay the same. Let's see for the other ones. So we still have the Heart of the Gambler, the one that gives us attack percent, attack speed. But also the wearer deals damage, they have a 30% chance to proc true damage. So this one's, again, this one's usually really good for those of you that like, I'm not sure who to use this on. This one's good for people that have multi-attacks. Okay, multi-attacks with pretty high attack on them. Again, with the attack speed, so the more attacks or the faster you attack, the more this one can proc some damage. So people like Dauntless are good. People that have like multi-hits, even for Wild, for example, Erich, that everybody gets for free in Season 1. This can be good on him because he has a 5-hitter on the ultimate. So that's the Heart of the Gambler that stays the same. And now let's see the new one. Invest, you know what, let me not look there. I want to see the actual set itself. Can we not check it in here? Don't I have some pieces? Okay, perfect. There we go. We have some pieces. This is a better visual. Look at how they look, and they look amazing. Look at this. This looks amazing. So this one's Emperor's Might. Let's see. Attack percent and skill haste. Okay, so we have the skill haste still in there as stats. Last on Season 1, this one is the Wrath of the Trolls. That 2-piece gives you attack percent skill haste, and then 3 gives you healing on your basic attack, equal to 40% of your attack. So this one, let's see, 3-piece set. When the wearer deals damage to an enemy with lower attack, interesting base, interesting condition, the current damage will be increased based on the difference value of attack. When the wearer's attack reaches 200% of that of the target, the damage bonus will be increased to the maximum value, 50%. This sounds weird. It's weird because it gives you attack percent skill haste, but then it kind of sounds like it's one that you want to just build straight damage, crazy damage and attack. Or maybe it helps on people like Voresh, where you want lots of attack to boost his battle skill as well. And the more attack, that means the higher the chance this one's gonna proc, and he's gonna do 50% more damage. And also giving him skill haste means he comes back to his ultimate and battle skill more often. Okay, I could see this one used then. Could see this one used. Could see it. Interesting. Okay, so that's the Emperor Mind. That's the interesting one. Okay, let's see the next one. Abyssal Curse. Again, it looks amazing. Like they do amazing job at graphics, even with just the appearance of the gear itself, you know? Even with this one. Like this one gives me some, I guess, Mongolian vibes, right? Like some sort of a ninja but with some fur on it. Lord Arian, hello, welcome. So let's see, this one's attack percent and enlightenment. Okay, so we still have the same base stats. Yeah, we're doing good, Lord Arian. We're just watching, we're just checking out the new artifacts, the new gear set, some of the new heroes, you know, having a sneak peek at Season 2. Having a sneak peek at Season 2 that's gonna go live on the 15th, so Season 2 will be live on the 15th, so we're just checking a few things. Looking forward to what we're gonna expect, you know, just to hype it up a little bit. So, let's see, Abyssal Curse, attack percent and enlightenment. Okay, so this one was kind of like the... Which one was it? The Platinum Knight one. They gave attack percent enlightenment, and then 3-piece effect. Derivative damage dealt by the wearer ignores 20% of the enemy's defense. Okay, I like that. That sounds good because, well, more 99.99% of the time, you want enlightenment on people that do derivative damage, because, you know, that's what boosts the derivative damage. So having that derivative damage ignore 20% of the enemy's defense as well, that sounds good. That just, I think that just makes Dauntless, some people for Dauntless better, like Shelter, like Ivelios. I like them, I use them a lot. This can be the set for Flora as well, because her damage, most of her damage comes from her ultimate that does derivative damage. So this one's definitely awesome. Abyssal Curse is definitely going to be a set. And again, for poisoners, because poison damage, even though it doesn't mention, unless they changed it, let me see. It actually changed it to added. But poison damage scales off is the derivative, what's it called, out of enlightenment as well. Okay, it actually says now. Deal 0.5% target max HP poison derivative damage every 5 seconds, up to 30%. Okay, it doesn't say. It doesn't say, but enlightenment influences the damage this one can do. It only says at the end, derivative damage generated by a specific skill gains enlightenment bonus, but cannot trigger crit. So it does say on the passive, or it does say on like derivative damage itself, but it doesn't specify that poison actually does extra damage. Okay, it just says that it's derivative damage, the poison debuff itself. But yeah, that's, oh yeah, by the way, quality of life. Look at this. Oh, you want to see what you have from the pairings? This is everything you have. You don't have to be like, what's my fire? Okay, but then let me see what I have as healers for necrosis. Okay, let's see what's my I don't know, what's my lightning? Okay, this is my lightning. What do I have for healers for poison? No. They pair them together. Again, small thing, amazing quality of life. Well done. Well done. I like to see that. I like to see that. So many good things. So many good things they do. I'm happy. I'm happy to see this. They're little things, but they're amazing when it comes to quality of life, I swear. Nice. Let's see, is there anything else that I missed here? Okay, they added obviously Burn, Thunderbolt, Ice Blast. Presets, obtain time, level. Okay. Okay, I don't know, I think the obtained time is the new one. I don't remember these ones. Let's see, anything, I'm curious now, I want to see anything else new for the filters. No. Okay, I want to suggest again, try and see if they can get, like, I want to see here for filters, debuff cleansers, buff removers, shield remover, you know, some of those ones. Unless I'm missing them. Yeah, I want to see if, like, that could be, like, I don't know, instant or something like that. To be added in here. But yeah, okay, back to the sets, So, what were we looking at? Abyssal Cure. Okay, so this one's attack percent enlightenment, and then derivative damage ignores 20% of the enemy's defense. Set sounds good. This set sounds good. Next one, Inventor's Inspiration. I like the name of that. Ah, this looks cool. Look at that. This gives me a, what's it called? Is it a steampunk style? This looks awesome. Let's look at the weapon as well. Oh man. Inventor Splitlock. Look at how awesome they look. Look at how awesome they look. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at it. Look at this small flintlock. Nice. Like that. Okay, let's see. What does Inventor's Inspiration do? 15% attack and 10% crit rate. Okay, so this one replaces the Executioner set. We had this one was attack percent 15% in season 1 and 10% crit rate, and it ignored 18% of the target's defense. So that's the Executioner that was last season, or is in season 1, and then season 2. Every time the wearer casts a battle skill or an ultimate skill, they receive an 8% damage bonus for 15 seconds up to 4 times. So you can get up to 32% more damage every time you do a battle skill or an ultimate. Well, you know what the first thing that comes into my mind when I read this? The first thing that comes into my mind is Ice Blast. Because Ice Blast are on battle skills, and they can proc 2, 3, 4 times in a row. So those one can blast, 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 and you can just stack this up to maximum just like that. And you get 32% more damage. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's for 15 seconds, a pretty good duration. And then at the same time, people that have, people like Rally. As an example, my boy Filito. Okay? So his ultimate deals damage to enemies within range if the hero's on the rally when casting, consumes rally, and deals extra 2 times. Okay? So if this one, I'm expecting this to count as another 2 hits, so that's 3 hits. 3 hits, which means he straight up starts in the Flintlock set, okay, in the Inspiration, not Flintlock, Inspiration set, he gains straight up 24% more attack after he does his ultimate. So this one could be insane on him. Same thing for Rose. Rose that can hit up to 6 times. I mean, for Rose, the thing is you would like maybe try to get more Enlightenment, but you could do Enlightenment in this set. This is going to be awesome as well. I'm so looking forward to playing with some of these sets. It's going to be fun. Every time. So, and the fun thing is battle skill or ultimate, so they can stack, you know. Even people, for example, like Dorkuraz, he has a battle skill that gives him 25% ultimate energy every time he does the battle skill. That means he's going to come back to the ultimate faster. So he can ramp this up pretty fast. Same thing for Hegio. Every time Hegio does his battle skill, he has a 20% ultimate recharge. So this one's going to be fun. This one's going to be fun. Okay. And then the last one is, okay, the Heart of the Gambler. Which, like I said, this one doesn't change, stays the same. Okay, next one. Ancestral Protection, same thing. Basically gives you resistance and HP. And then you gain, you take 15% of the damage that everybody else takes. And then you also gain 15% damage reduction. And then let's see the next one. Okay, so we're going to have Cyril's Whisper. This is a new set that replaces the set that gave us HP percent, defense percent. And every time the wearer cast ultimate, I don't remember the name, they healed by 20% their max HP. So let's see what does Cyril's Whisper do. Skill haste and HP percent. Okay, I like that. It gives us a different option because right now we only have attack percent and skill haste, accuracy and skill haste, and now this one gives us HP and skill haste. Basically, this should help your healers. Okay, I think. Let me just see what it does, because most of the time I want my healers to go faster, get faster to their ultimate energy, and I would have to put the Brotherhood set, you know, 2 pieces to get a 20 skill haste, but the accuracy was useless. So let's see what does this do on 3-piece set. When the wearer successfully inflicts a debuff, oh come on. When the wearer successfully inflicts a debuff, all allies gain an additional 15% attack for 10 seconds. So this is basically the HP version of the Brotherhood set. Because the Brotherhood set is every time somebody does an ultimate, you gain 15% attack up. But why it should be debuff or buff in here? Or it should be buff instead, because for debuff you want the accuracy. Is the Brotherhood still there? Okay, the Brotherhood is not here, so it's weird. Doesn't make sense. You pair HP with debuff when debuff needs accuracy. I mean, this one, the thing is, the good part is you can have this more often, because every time you land a debuff, may it be ultimate, battle skill, or passive, you can have maybe this attack up more often. So I guess that's the win here. Sorry to interrupt you, what will be the best combo for free-to-play, because I never spend money in any game? I mean, depends. For Season 1, the best one is the Fire plus Poison, but it's really hard to farm those Ascension Potions, because Flame Domain is hard to farm. For Season 2, I believe that the best one is gonna be Ice plus Radiance. Honestly. Because Radiance has lots of supports, lots of good tanks, and Ice has a ton of good DPS. The only thing that might be tricky for this one is attack penalty. I'm not sure how many have attack penalty. I know there's a few, but they're not the best. Like, you have people like Sagumir that's good, some of the legendaries are good, but in the epics, weak, meh, weak, not good enough, not good enough. So that's gonna be the problem with this one. Attack penalty will be a problem for this pairing this season, in my opinion. I mean, I guess Gum has it, but he has it on battle skill, yeah. Same thing for him. So yeah, this is gonna be, I mean, I'm lucky because I have Sagomir and he does it on the ultimate, I'm good. But then apart from that, it's like, you know, he has a chance to do a chance of a debuff. It's not good enough. Then the other ones, like, he's not worth, like Clovis is not good enough to build just for that. It just doesn't bring that much. It's not good enough of a tank. Nessa could do it, but she's quirky and she has it on the battle skill. You have Inyara, she's awesome. Yeah, she's amazing. She can definitely do it. Do you know if Premsa's ultimate AoE for a minion summons does board-wide damage? Is she a good pair with Joyce? Yes, I think so. That's what she does. That's right. That's what her whole kit is about. Wait, she doesn't have attack penalty. So she does full board damage, Premsa. What is she? Unleashes a torrent of soul, dealing 500% damage to all enemies. Additionally, all allies undead summoned units immediately trigger Tireless Devotion without sacrificing themselves, dealing AoE damage. Okay, so I think what this one means is I think maybe they only trigger this one. So it triggers the passive. So basically where they die, that's the area, you see? Devin. So when this one does, all the summons trigger that damage that shows on the passive. So it's not full board. It's each summon has this area around it that it does that damage. Hoping another season you will make some content with Red and Epic, because from Horn I never earned any Epic. I mean, I have Lord Arian, I have videos on my YouTube channel on all of the content. I think all of the dungeons with just Rares and Epics to beat it. So I do try to make a lot of like free-to-play friendly content. You just have to find the right one, you know. You just have to find the right one. I'm quite sure I have the right stuff in there. Like most stuff is just around there. Shelter wasn't the solution. Oh. Goblin 3 is driving you nuts. Oh, I mean, you know what? You might have to manual it just to get to the next stage, Bambi. Because sometimes that's what you have to do. Just to get that, if you're a little bit away from 3 starting it to go to the next one, you might just have to manual it once. But yeah, let's continue. So let's look at this again. Serial's Whisper. Hi, can see you have almost all... No, the thing is, this is the test server. So what I'm doing now, today's stream is sponsored by Dragonheir. And this is like early access for Season 2. And I'm just looking at Season 2 stuff, okay? But if you go on my YouTube channel, if you look at that one, the second link over there is my Dragonheir specific channel. On my main account, I have 14 legendaries. There's like 100. I have 14 legendaries on my main account. And I use tons of epics and tons of rares, and I have lots of videos, like I said, with rares and epics only, beating most of the content. So you just gotta check it out. Devin, Sean, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Oh, I should have looked at all the sets like this. This looks amazing. Gives you the Poisoner vibe. So again, this one's gonna be quirky, but in a sense, it might be better. Like, it doesn't give you the accuracy like the Brotherhood, it gives HP. But at the same time, it's every time you successfully inflict a debuff. And the debuff you can land from ultimate, you can land for battle skill. Whereas the Brotherhood, which Brotherhood Spirit, which we do not have this season, which is part of the Grave of Rot, that one is only when you do the ultimate. And most ultimates are on a 20-second recharge time, and it only lands for 10 seconds, which means 10 seconds you don't have that attack up. Whereas this one, you can have it up all the time. So this might actually be better. Yeah, it's, I don't have all the legendaries on my main account. I have some. I barely have, you know, like I said, 14 and 2 legendary artifacts. There's people that have more. And yeah, that's what I tried. I tried to do more videos on rares and epics because that's what I always say to people about this game. Even, you know, even when I'm not having a sponsor stream like today, because I covered the game, I love it, I enjoy it. The best thing about this game, and why I consider it to be one of the most free-to-play friendly games out there, is because you can beat everything in the game with epics and rares only. You don't even need legendaries. If I had the time, I would start a series where I would just play with epics and rares. And I could show people that, you know, it can be done. You have Erich and Dritz. Those are both good legendaries. Those are both good legendaries for sure. Okay, so that's the serial helmet. It's interesting. I'm really gonna look forward to that one. Let's see. Mona Lisa's Blessing is the next one. Oh, this looks awesome. This one looks awesome. On Vaikita, I'm glad my videos helped. I'm glad my videos helped. I mean, that's what I do with them at the end of the day. Either to be informative, either to be guides, or to be entertaining. But most of the time I'm trying to do guides. Okay. Don't disconnect me.
Guided by the Dragon Queen, the
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go back to this. So, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy Alton the Bard's song while I go and shake hands with a friend, okay? Be right back. When you arrive, I have to shake hands with a friend. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed Alton the Bard's singing. I honestly love it. It's like if you've been here when I streamed, and when his song comes in the background, I was just... It's just an awesome song. I love it. And basically what I'm playing, it's their Spotify. It's the Spotify from all the songs from Dragonheir. What happened? Where? What? Who? When? What's happening in chat? Okay, so let's see. Some odds have really helped. It was fun. Venom 9 had taken news basically 3 weeks ago, thanks to my videos. Appreciate it, Bambi. And some singing. Placing in Venom saved a lot. Yeah, the placing is really important. That's one of the amazing things of this game, because it's so important about strategy, tabletop, and stuff like that. The placement are the really key ones. Apart from the synergy and the pairings, the placement is really important. 1 second, Poppy wants to go. My puppy was like, I napped enough. I want to go out. I want to go out. What's up with your brother from another mother? What do you mean, Jeff? What do you mean? Can I ask something if you do not mind? Yeah, Lord Oren, of course. I want to sing along so good. I know, I would sing along if I had a better voice, Mammy. Sometimes I try a bit, but then I stop. Traveling home, I hope I don't have too bad of a lag. Hopefully you can enjoy a little bit of my stream day study. I'd love to know if possible to make... later can show what I have or can tell me what I use. I mean, I have a Discord, Lord Oren. Go in there. I don't have the time to do personal coaching and stuff. I do that as you know, in other games, takeovers and stuff like that as a paid service. But go in my Discord. I have designated channel for every single stuff. So just post in there in the channel where you need some help, and either somebody else or me, when I will have the time, will always answer. We always try to help out. Just, you know, just post in there, wait for an answer. Somebody's gonna help. If nobody helps you in 24 hours, feel free to tag me if I didn't answer already. Okay, so let's see Mona Lisa's Blessing. This is the last one, and this is the set that replaces Brotherhood Spirit. We still have the Holy Hunter in there, which basically gives us attack resist and a chance to stun. I made a video on this one yesterday showing how powerful this can be for Fae Meander. If you're ever in a point where you don't have enough damage to kill stuff, or, you know, you cannot deal with it as easily, having Holy Hunter on some people that do AoE and several hits on the skills can be amazing. So Voresh, Dritz, you know, Rippercast if you have him. This one's an amazing set. So I'm happy this one still is here, because it's that I'm definitely gonna abuse this again on Fae Meander this time around. Season 2, Fae Meander is gonna have some Holy Hunter action. Let's look at the new one. So Mona Lisa's Blessing. What is it? Okay, accuracy and skill haste. So again, it keeps the same stats. So I like the fact, like I said, I like the fact that we have the improvement that we have HP and skill haste. So we have skill haste from all three options: with attack, with HP, with accuracy. It's a progress. So this one, accuracy, skill haste. Let's see. After casting an ultimate skill, the wearer heals the ally with the lowest HP percentage by 15% max HP. So this one's basically a variation of the previous season's set, right? So season 1 has a set over here that every time the wearer does an ultimate, they gain 20% max HP. But again, this one's weird. So it gives accuracy and skill haste, but then when you do your ultimate, you heal the ally with the lowest HP. I guess this could be useful on, I guess debuffers makes sense. Like, I like to use Yola a lot, Lolita OPOP, Voresh. So maybe people that need some accuracy and skill haste, that you mostly care about them to be debuffers, and you don't care about them to do that much damage, you can build them in Mona Lisa's Blessing, and they can bring some more Oh, interesting. So wait a second. I didn't read this perfectly correct, because it says after casting an ultimate, the wearer heals the ally with the lowest HP percentage by 15% max HP. So basically what it means is if you stack a ton of HP on the debuffer as well, so you, let's say this is definitely, somebody has just a support. Accuracy to land the debuff, skill haste to come back to it, and then just stack a ton of HP. The higher the HP the wearer, the more the healing is gonna be, because if it was the target that the wearer heals, it would say targets max HP. So let's say, for example, I have this one, I have this set on somebody that has 100,000 HP. Let's say I give them 100,000 HP, but then my DPS has like 40,000 HP. Whenever my wearer of the Mona Lisa's Blessing casts their ultimate, there's a 15,000 HP heal going on from this one. That's interesting. Can someone tell me how does in PvP other team Sigrid is firing after Voresh when mine Voresh and then Sigrid added skill haste on Sigrid, but anyway. Sigrid is firing after Voresh when yours is Voresh then Sigrid. So it sounds like the same Irakli games. Basically what you have to look at is this one. It's skill haste like you said. But you have to look at this, okay? When you look at your hero, over here it says initial recharge time 18 seconds, okay? And then if you go and look at Voresh, where's Voresh? Let me see. Voresh, come on, wherever you are. Why can I not see Voresh? Oh yeah, because I used him in his level 2. Initial recharge time 18. So basically what this means is if they're both at 0, it can be like whoever can go first. But if you give a little bit more skill haste to Voresh, he should go first, and only after that Sigrid, okay? But do keep in mind, in places like, I mean, in PvP, that's your answer. In other places, if somebody dies while under a debuff, Sigrid goes ahead because of her passive. So this is really important. Like, even if you click it like this, it shows you. Or let's say we put some gear on, okay? So let's see, what is a gambler? No gambler. The Emperor's Might, yep. Okay, as an example, okay. I put 2 pieces, I got some skill haste on Voresh. It says 20 skill haste, okay? Now if you go and look at the skills again, initial recharge time is not 18 anymore, it's 17.4. So it's 17.4 for the initial recharge time with this one. If I add more skill haste, let's go with the Mona Lisa's Blessing, and then this one, it goes to 40 skill haste. Then we look again. Initial recharge time 16.7. So this is kind of like the speed in this game. The skill haste, the way you influence it. Bogdan Yoji, thank you for the follow. Salute. If she kills someone, she gets out of time. Exactly. So, but he said for arena. So Irakli game says for arena. So for arena, it's all about the skill haste, the initial skill haste. Or keep in mind, if you have heroes in the team that boost your ultimate energy, or maybe the enemy has something that pushes back your ultimate energy, that can make stuff different. Like, as an example, Season 1, there's lots of people that used Megan as a booster, so to speak, for people like Voresh. Because what she does is like this. So, initial recharge time of 5 seconds, okay, on the battle skill. Heals the ally by 10% targets max HP and recharges the ultimate by 25%. So what people used to do is they would build Voresh with the lowest max HP, they would build him in a stun set, and then they would place Megan in there, and like 5 seconds after the battle starts, Megan uses battle skill on Voresh, Voresh goes, does full board damage, high chance to stun, and then puts buff prohibition. So that's something to keep in mind, people that do this type of control. There's some other ones that do that. As an example, I know I used Sagomir a lot. Sagomir, straight up, as you go into the battle, he provides a carrot to the ally with the lowest current HP every 12 seconds, granting them 1 stack of recovery over time and recharging their ultimate energy by 20%. However, I want to emphasize something with Sagomir, because I had some going back and forth with when I reported this as a bug, as I thought it did not work as intended, but the way that Sagomir's skill works is like this. If you go into a battle and everybody's skill is HP is the same, so when you go into battle, everybody's full HP, they're the same. This one will not go to whoever has the lowest HP, okay? It's gonna go to whoever was placed on the board first, okay? Keep that in mind, because that can change things. So as an example, in Arena, the way that I use it is I have a Sagomir going there, but the first one that I place is my Filto. Place Filto first, Sagomir boosts him. Then I have Yola, Mithrasia, and Hegio. Hegio boosts his own ultimate energy with the battle skill, okay? And by the time he gets... So he does that, he boosts his ultimate energy by 20%. Then he gets to the ultimate, so he does 2 skills. He has a high chance then to give Rally to Filto. And by the time Filto goes, he has Rally and he just explodes stuff. So it's all about timing and getting those right, you know, getting those right setups, I guess. And that's the same thing that I use, for example, in Fey Meander. I use the same principle with Sagomir, but I placed my Yola first. And because I did that, obviously I'm talking about Season 1, because I did that, what happens is, my Yola went first, she had Witch's Remains, she would do that area damage, everybody had a high chance of being either silenced or stunned because of her passive, attack penalty, and then Witch's Remains on them, which means that gives me the time for my Filto to come to his skill and just explode the waves. That's how I beat the last stages. I'm not using a tank on your Dauntless team, but have the basic attack heal set on your 2 melee. This new Mona Lisa set will allow the range support to heal them instead. Not game changing, but good. Exactly. Because right now, like you said, on your melee DPS, you have the Wrath of the Trolls, which is not the best set for Dauntless. Because for Dauntless, you want the attack speed one. For Dauntless, you want the one that we still have in the game right now, and that's the Gambler. Attack percent, attack speed. Because Dauntless heroes are all about attack speed. So let's see, was that the last one? Yep. I think this was the last set, Mona Lisa set. I'm curious what other things are gonna be are added. Is there like anything else that I missed in quality of life? Because that was pretty interesting to look at. Like I'm really excited again about this one. Upgrade, quick upgrade, level 100. GG, job done, you know? What do I do? Voila. Straight up maxed out. This is gonna be a time 7. You know what? It's not a lot, but it's something. It's helpful. Oh yeah, and something else. We have filters for the artifacts as well. That helps, because so many times I was gonna be like, okay, what? I want to use something that gives me some attack percent. And I would have to go and click through every single one and be like, which one does it give me attack percent? Well, now we have the filter to do that. So for example, I want to see, okay, is there anything that gives me crit rate? Oh yeah, these are the ones. There's a ton of the other ones, but it's only one epic. Okay, which one gives me crit damage? Okay, only one epic one. So it does help you when you're trying to look for stuff like that. Which one gives me skill haste? I didn't even know. Now I know. I didn't even know there was artifacts that give skill haste. Post in general, someone help, time to help. Thank you anyway. No worries, Lord Arian. But yeah, see, it definitely helps quality of life again. Which one gives me enlightenment? You can go and check and be like, okay, this one, that one. It's lots of good stuff. Attack speed. Okay, which ones? It's gonna be the wine of the dragon, the goblet, and then this one, the horns. It's definitely lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I'm liking to see that they keep implementing more and more quality of life stuff. That's pretty good. Let's see, what else did I miss anything else? I guess this one's the journey for okay, this one might be the same as the previous one. We get 2 healer lights at the beginning. That's gonna be good. Then let's see what else I missed. Temporal Vortex. Did anything change for the Vortex, I wonder? Still have this one, still have this one. It seems like we still have the 3 weekly dungeons. Let me look at the Vortex. Does anything show in here? Oh, I would have to do a battle to unlock this one. I guess I could just go to boss information. So let's see. Lightning damage to all enemies. Enemy with the highest max HP, same thing. Full board damage. Okay, same thing. And then immune to control and ultimate down. Oh, I know goblins can be annoying, man. But once you get it, it's gonna be a breeze. So it kind of looks like same thing for the second one. Same thing for the third one. Fourth one, anything interesting? Damage receives bonus from the enemy. Was this a thing before and I didn't? Yeah, it's there. I thought that it was always there, but I don't know why it just looked like. Okay, so this one, the Call of Lightning actually changes. On the first one, you don't receive. On the second one, you don't receive bonus damage. But then from third and fourth, I never noticed that, the damage receives a bonus from the enemy's max HP. That's what I always thought. I thought that this was always the case from all of them. I never read it properly, so that's good. Your server is about to start the extra tempering sand drop rate. Which dungeon should you farm? How many of each? Your priority number 1 should be the Grave of Venom. Grave of Venom is priority number 1 because you're gonna want that damage set on most of your people. Then you would go a little bit in the... You would start farming the runes, okay? But do not start farming up until you get to stage 7 minimum, 9 preferred. You definitely want to start getting the legendary gear because it's the legendary drop rates that's increased. Yeah, I know it's tricky, Bambi. It's trying to get the right combination of enough damage, enough survivability, a little bit of everything to make it work. So yeah, let me see again. Number 4. Okay, let's see. Number 4. Does the Temporal Vortex have anything else? So just damage, and then the max HP bonus. This one, okay, that lands defense penalty 1. Okay. Then the ultimate, yeah. Okay, so it seems like the Temporal Vortex stays the same. Nothing. They all survive. You need more damage then. That by the time the timer hits 50, you still have 2 waves left to defeat. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. Let's go to the arena. Well, I'm curious if is there anything else as well in the shop. So let's see, the season shop. Yep, the usual stuff. Arena doesn't have anything extra. I guess the arena only has this because that's all we have unlocked. Again, the usual things. I already got that one on my main. Bard's Banquet the same. Token shop, this one's for the Dritz event. And then the artifacts. Oh yeah, and this one's gonna be the like the Uteor event, I think. I hope. This is where we can get Ardreth. Prepare to get her. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. It's like we checked in the previous stream how amazing she is. She's basically Garrus on steroids. If I saw her kit right. She is amazing. She's an insane tank that provides it. So she's basically a tank and a healer. She's 2 in 1. She grants a little bit of everything. I'm so looking forward to playing with her. She's gonna be awesome. Okay, let's see. What else? Anything else that I'm missing? Okay, yep, that was the new area. Oh! Well, hello there. Well, hello there. What I didn't notice last time. There's the bottom of this misty sea. Okay. So this is gonna be an underground area, kind of like Tenebria. Can put Garrus on steroids? I thought he's already was. Well, it kind of looks like we can. And then Mechashon. Okay, so I guess this one's gonna be the new bad boss. And this is gonna be the other world, the Chaos Shadows, Otherworld Exploration. That's awesome. Atlantis, exactly, something like that. So instead of having the Sanguine Snowfield, we're gonna have this one. We're gonna have Mechashon. This is gonna be the underground area. So again, it's gonna have an amazing story tied to it. I'm definitely looking forward to this. This one's definitely gonna be like Tenebria. I want to see, is there like another Goblins level, or is this everything that we have? So we still have the Tenebria. We have Goblins Layer 3. Is that a new level 1 or is that it? Anything I'm missing here was that. I want to see what that orange thing is, because it might have been something that we missed from the new story. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot more to explore, a lot more stuff to find. Let's see, what does this one do? Usually when it's this, it opens new area of the game, new content. It means more work again. I knew you'd get it, exactly. Respawning monsters? What? Oh, monster will randomly gain ability specialization based on the result of the check, which can be rerolled using gold. As the adventure progresses, the monster specialization will become more and more powerful, and they may also possess secret I cannot speak. Secret whatever that is, that make them more challenging. Oh! Now that sounds new. That's the temporal vortex. Okay, this seems like it's something new. Okay, okay. Is that kind of contradictory? How can you get rid of something that respawns? I don't know. You just get rid of it and it comes back and then you get rid of it. Interesting. What's this? What's this? Okay. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. What is this? What is this? Monster specialty. The monster in the area have gained the following specialization. Endurance. Monster's HP increases by 30%. I know what this is, but I gotta check it. I gotta check it. What's the rewards though? What are the rewards? So what the hell? Just avoid them? I fight them? Okay. I got ambushed. Let's just go suicide and slam, I guess. Actually, let me keep him as a tank. No gear. Who needs gear when you have the level 100? They're just gonna one tap them. So, what's this? It's like, what's the reward? I don't get it. Okay, so I got gold. Got XP. Is there like a main? Okay, so I need to beat that one over there. Okay, okay. What's this one? What are these ones though? I think it gives us more to do on the season 1 map, but the level of the mobs is low, okay? Same as the first time you did it in season 1, so more about an XP and such. Okay, so it basically just gives you stuff of like, okay, yeah, stuff respawned on the map. And basically because you respawned, we can do some more grinding and leveling up. Suppose. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, I know that one. So for people that do not know, there's a new promo code as well. It's called Dragon Season. The one that Jeff wrote in chat. So if you haven't used it, use it now. Get yourself some more free war motto, some one starlight, I think one starlight stone die and some gold. I have no idea, Pebbles. That's confusing. The when the server starts, like, I don't know. I know one thing. Seasons that started on day 1 of launch on the 19th of September will have season 2 start on the 15th of December, so in a couple of days. But I think the 14th it gets locked because it goes into maintenance or something like that. So I know that on the 15th ours is gonna go live, but I think, like I said, I think it's gonna get locked because our servers will like, they have to merge, they have to go into maintenance and whatnot. So I think after the sometime on the 14th might just end. So if it says that it ends in 1 day and a few hours, that means that maybe during that time, that's it, that's the last day. 1 day, 6 hours, that's it. The other day, I don't know. I know that on the 15th it should go. On the 15th, it should go. Okay, so now it gives us like this. So it gives us the camp cart stuff again. You just need to farm them on the map. Get more journey XP. But then if I come back and talk to what's his face. Oh, he's gone. The wizard man from here is gone. Interesting. These ones look tougher though. If I'm not mistaken. This one looks... I mean, I'm always down for a challenge. It's good. The maintenance is 5 AM to 7 AM UTC on the 15th, as far as if I recall correctly. I think it's more than that. I think it's from midnight UTC till 7 AM. I think it's like 7 hours. Yeah, I know there was said somewhere. Not sure if it's still in game. Okay. Cool, go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, let's see. Was it here? Was it at the top? I don't know. I know it was mentioned somewhere. Obviously, this one might not have the best info because this one's a test server. I'm not sure if it works in-game because I'm on a test server account now. In order to show that Season 2 stuff, I have to be on this test server because otherwise it's not going to be the same thing. So that one was the weird new thing. Do you want to look at this now or not? I feel like I don't want to spoil this. I feel like I don't want to look at this battle. I don't want to spoil it. I want to keep it for when we go there to actually do the fight. But one thing I want to check is this one, because I heard there are some changes for some of the dungeons. So I know the Grave of Venom has more of these ones, if I saw correctly. Selects an enemy with the highest max HP and strikes them 3 times, okay. Flame of Element Poison will assist in the battle following each strike. What? That's the balls, okay. Okay. AoE hit. Oh! This is new. Deals poison damage to all enemies, and this dispels 1 debuff from all allies. Oh. So... the Grave of Venom seems like it's gonna be tougher. No more Grave of Venom is the easiest then. No more Grave of... Let me see how it looks if I go in there. Yikes. Yep, there we go. 4 of these balls. So the usual tactic was this, that, and that. Obviously need more healers and stuff. Still 15 teams to do for the preset, okay. Let's see how does this one look. So everybody attacks everybody. Six seconds. Okay, so at least now the Grave of Venom is on an 18-second cycle. So that might give us some more chances of doing some different stuff, but the problem is that it has a full board hit. So position might be weird. So this one's a full board hit. Look at the damage. That one does a hit where like killed her. So positionings are gonna change now. Positionings are gonna be different. They're gonna change. We're gonna need to think of different tactics. Oh boy. And obviously they're level 100s. They survive because they're level 100, but this is gonna be different. It's definitely gonna rely more on some AoE stuff, and attack penalty will definitely be mandatory. Like, we're definitely gonna need attack penalty to have at least on the boss all the time. Oof. Oof. This does not look easy. This looks like it's gonna be a problem. So the Grave of Venom is gonna be a headache. Yeah, but at least I think she dispels debuff only from the side ads. So when she does that full board hit, dispels one debuff from all allies. So again, she removes her attack penalty, so you have to land it after that. So this is where a preset would come in as well. Yuda, thank you for the follow, welcome. But the good thing is, it only dispels debuffs. So if you bring somebody like my Lolita, for example, she lands control effects, so she lands stuns. This one does not dispel the stuns, so that one can still work. Having control effects in there can still be useful. But yeah, the damage, full board damage is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a problem. Like, positions are gonna be different. You're not gonna be able to have them like before. You're gonna need some more healing. Gillian's skill also says from all allies, and that includes herself. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's the case. So we might just have to, because now, like I said, it's on 18-second rotation instead of 12. We're gonna need to have a preset for this. So this is gonna be the experiment that we're gonna have to do. Okay. What's this? Let me see if I've ever saw this. Deadly Harpies attacks have a 30% chance of triggering the assistance of Flame Element. Poison, whose target always remains the same as Deadly Harpies. Every debuff on Flame of Element reduces... Poison reduces its assistance rate by... Oh. Every debuff on Flame Element reduces its assistance rate by 30%. So is it 30% of the 30%? Or if you have a debuff on them, they have a chance to not join in the attack. That sounds like that's gonna be the tactic. So it's like always after the boss does this, full board cleanse and stuff, it's only one debuff. So if you have several debuffs, as long as you have debuffs on those eggs, you're fine. But the problem is gonna be... The problem is going to be the fact that they're too spread out. So people like Voresh are gonna be MVPs in here. You put Voresh in there, you give him, you know, he brings buff prohibition, he does full board stuff. Yeah, so if he gets 3+, I mean, the way that I understand it is, it looks like it reduces the assistance rate by 30%. That's the thing. Is it 30% of this 30%? Or it just reduces that 30% chance of triggering and just nullifies it if you have one debuff? That's the question, you know? And I guess I could check that, but if I build him too strong... If I build him too strong, he might just kill them. So let me just get him to level 30, I guess. Or 50. Level 50, I want this. I need to ascend him. 50 ascendant. I want to give him Witch's Remains. I want to see if he lands 2 debuffs. Donella, yep. Basically people that have full board skills are going to be helpful. Okay, so let's see how this one looks. Okay, so let's see. Does he get the chance to come to the ultimate? Okay, do the ultimate and let's see now. They still have a chance to attack. So they still attack every time the Harpy does her normal hits. Interesting. Because yeah, the ultimate is like, yeah, everybody joins in. This is gonna be interesting. 3 or more debuffs if it's additive at least, yeah. So I feel like it's gonna be, like I said, 30% of the 30%. So basically goes down by 9 if you have 3. It's weird. It's definitely weird. But that's fun. I'm looking forward to a new challenge. Like, I never mind having a new challenge. That's something that I'm always up for. I want a new challenge. I want to have some more stuff to test on. And this is going to be definitely one of those things. So this is the Grave of Venom. I'm curious if there's some other changes on the other ones as well. Interesting. I'm waiting to kill it, because why not? 30%, 30% would be 9%, exactly. But that's how much it would take away. They would still have 21% chance to do the things. So that's... It's like that passive seems meh. If it was all of it, it gets nullified, fair enough. So with 3 debuffs would be... Oh yeah, that's true, 27%. That's true, my bad. My math is wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, so 30% of 30% is 9. That's per 1 debuff. Times 3, 20. So yeah, that would be like only a 3% small chance. So we need to get all 3 debuffs on there. Somehow. On all of them. What's this? Oh yeah, that was the temporal vortex. Let's see. Grave of Curse. Does he have anything interesting? Anything different? Voresh plus Donella. Exactly. Somebody witches remains. And you're good to go. Oh, bad habit. I'm collecting stuff. Okay, let's see. Grave of Venom. Grave of Curse now. Does he have anything interesting? Attack up and defense up? No, damage up. Yep, this was the same. Dispels shield from the current enemy and deals necrotic damage to them. I don't think he dispelled shields before. Like, he never did stuff. He just smashed. He just did damage. I don't think he had shield dispel before. Then this one deals necrotic damage full board, converting 80% of the damage dealt. 80% of the damage dealt to a shield of equal value to what? So deals necrotic damage to all enemies, converting 80% of the damage dealt to a shield of equal value for 80%. So 80% of the damage is a shield. When the hero has a buff, this spell ignores enemies' immortality and invisibility. Okay, so basically they made this. I guess they made this so... Because I think maybe people were cheesing it. With immortality and invisibility. That's funny. It's like if you have an Ogre, you go in there, put Ogre stuff and just keep killing him. Or like Zephy, I think, had the same thing. Like puts block damage. Yeah, I think this is new. I don't think we had this before. Enemy ignoring immortality and invisibility. I don't remember that. I think that's the same, right? For all 9 levels. Yeah, so there is a change for this one as well. So Blood Prince Xenos has a change. I don't really like this boss, but I feel like this time I'm definitely gonna be think this time we're definitely going to be farming this because this one's going to be amazing. Cyril's Whisper, skill haste with HP, the 50% chance, 15% increase attack for 10 seconds with every debuff is definitely going to be a set you're going to want in every single one of your teams. This one's basically going to replace the Brotherhood Spirit in my opinion. And it's better. It's better for the uptime of that increase attack at least. That's, yeah, it's interesting. What? Well, hi.
I came in to put my plate in steel chocolate. I've already ate the whole cookie and the whole chocolate bar, and you haven't even touched them yet.
It's fine. That's good.
Chocolate.
Rego.
I'm getting ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, I guess let's check the last one of these dungeons and see what this one, the Grave of Rot, what the Grave of Rot is all about. Just looked, he didn't. Yep, I knew it. There was some new thing. So, the last one of the standard dungeons. Let's see what this one's saying. So, the Colossal Scavenger. This one's a little bit of a pain to farm. He was a problem. Let's see what the stuff is now. So, poison damage to all enemies, inflicting hitting prohibition and poisons. 5 stacks on the highest level. Yeah, it was the same. Center on the current enemy and deals poison damage to enemies within range. Okay, recharge penalty. This damage is shared between all enemies within range. Was this? What does this mean? And was this before? Centers on the current enemy and deals poison damage to enemies within range, inflicting recharge speed on them. This damage is shared between all enemies within range. I guess it makes less damage. Like all of those ones in range. I don't know, it doesn't make sense, it's just confusing. Devours the current target, choose them up for 4 seconds, dealing damage each second and restoring HP equal to 600% of the damage dealt. Deals damage to the enemy while reducing their max HP. What? Deals damage to the enemy while reducing their max HP equal to 6% of what? Wait a second. You take more damage if you don't group up. Oh, okay. But this one's interesting. Deals damage to the enemy while reducing their max HP equal to 6% of this damage. When dealing damage, this damage increases by 10% for every debuff on the target is inflicted with. When taking damage, there is a 100% chance of inflicting 1 stack of poison on the attacker. So wait a second, he's gonna decrease our max HP now? He was already a pain in the backside. He was already really hard to farm. Like, he was arguably one of the worst ones. It's him and the Ancient Battlefield that were really, really hard to farm. How do you deal with... Deals damage to enemy while reducing their max HP equal to 6% of this damage. So basically, every time he does damage, you lose 6% of your max HP. 6% of his damage as max HP. That sounds like a problem. That sounds like you need to kill him, and you need to kill him fast. Or maybe it's like gonna be mandatory to have shields in there or something. Yeah, time to go full defense, no HP tank. It's not just tank, it's like... I feel like this passive works for everything, even on this one. Even on the full board, because it doesn't say on any skill. It just says that the damage he deals decreases max HP. And basically this one's full board damage, and usually this one hits your squishy DPS as well. So it sounds to me like its shields are gonna be mandatory in this fight. I mean, luckily I have a few people, you know, we have the Adventurer as Frost, we have Gladros. I recently built Gladros, which is really amazing for that. Damn, this one definitely sounds like a problem. Do we have any new champs that restore max HP? I don't know. I don't think so. What I saw is that we had a champion that destroys max HP. We looked at him earlier. Who was he? Who did destroy max HP? I remember looking at the skill. Was it her? Was it Quetia? No. No. I thought I saw somebody that destroyed max HP. Was it Malac? Control immunity. Heal. Normal passive. Why did I think there was somebody that... I know I read something else about destroying max HP. Or restoring max HP. Oh yeah, that was the artifact. Good shout, Bambi. Yeah, so it seems like they're introducing that. And the artifact was... Let's have a look. Which one was it again? The legendary artifact. This one. Nutar's Shears, the Clipper. When the wearer deals damage to a target, they also reduce the target's max HP by 15% of the damage dealt, up to 60% of the target's max HP. This effect doesn't apply to boss enemies. So we cannot do it to the boss, but the boss cannot do it to us. So... That's not fair. That's not fair, but that's interesting. That's definitely interesting, and... Yeah, definitely spices things up. Like, these changes... So far, all 3 dungeons have some changes. Like, honestly, I don't even want to look at the Heretical Ruins. Do I really want to look at this? Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Bosses are probably scaling with the new champs. That's true. That's true. Okay, so this one, just fireball special on all enemies inflicted with burn. Yep, know that. Fire damage to all enemies. And this was rebirth of Phoenix Egg. If at least one Phoenix Egg is reborn, undispellable is gained. So undispellable invisibility is gained. This one did not used to be undispellable. We used to be able to block it and remove it, I think. And now this one cannot be dispelled. In German we say charmant wie eine Kaiserreibe Snackers. I just read it, I have no idea what I said. I hope you didn't make me swear on stream, Bambi. This is a sponsored stream, by the way. Fire damage to all enemies, 2 stacks of burn. For every dead phoenix nestling on the field, take... What? Oh god, wait, there's more. Yeah, that one, exactly, Lord Snacker. So, for every dead phoenix nestling on the field, the boss takes 40% less damage. Whenever a dead phoenix nestling dies, takes damage equal to 50% of its max. Okay, so basically this kind of tells you that if there are those side minions there, the boss takes 40-80% less damage. So you basically need to kill the ads always. Then when you kill them, the boss takes 15% of their max HP as damage. So that makes sense. It's a bit more balanced. It was weird before. It is a bit more balanced now. But does this mean that, like, if they're not reborn, does the boss not heal anymore? Because the boss, if she doesn't reborn them, let's see. The phoenix egg that has transformed from dead phoenix nestling. It can be reborn and will gain the skill Eternal Fire after rebirth. Enters Worshipper for 10 seconds and grants the dead phoenix 1% target max HP healing every 1 second, granting 1 stack of total damage bonus. It can be reborn and it will gain skill Eternal Fire. This looks like a problem. This looks like it's gonna be interesting. This looks like it's gonna be interesting, and it looks like it might be a problem. But I guess we're gonna leave this problem for a later time, okay? We're gonna leave this problem at a later time. But again, I want to say thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring today's stream, because this is amazing. I'm already covering this game, and they do give me the, you know, give me the honor to be sponsored by them. It's everything I'm saying about this game, that it's an amazing high fantasy RPG game that has amazing graphics, crazy mechanics, as we saw, lots of heroes, has a lot of good stuff, lots of D&D focused mechanics, such as crazy story, really nice story. It has tabletop mechanics. We have the dice roll, like you see the amazing dice in here as well. And yeah, I'm really blessed again and really happy that they decided to sponsor this stream. But I want to mention this. If you haven't started playing this game, there is a link currently in chat that you can click to download the game today. Or if you're watching this later on Twitch, there's the panel that looks like that. If you go to my About section, you can click that one to start playing the game today. Or if you're on YouTube, in the description or in the pinned comment, you're gonna find the links as well that you can click and start playing the game today. You can play it on every single platform, which makes it even better because, well, you can play it on Android devices, you can play it on iOS devices, you can play it even on Mac, and obviously you can play it on PC. It's had a really good, it's had a blast so far. Season 2 will go global on the 15th of December. So basically everything that you've seen in this video is a part of the Season 2, but if you have not started playing the game yet, you're gonna have to go through the Season 1, to catch up a little bit, and then you're gonna come into the Season 2 and all this craziness is gonna happen. So what are you waiting for? Join us in Dragonheir Silent Gods. We're getting more and more in here and we're loving it. This game is awesome. We love it and we want to spread the love. We want to get more people playing it. So join us. But yeah, I think it is that time. To call it a day. Let's go and say hello to the missus. Thank you for everybody. Thank you to everybody who was hanging around. Let's drop a raid to the missus. Let's continue the fun. Let's continue the grind. And yeah, we're gonna see each other on Friday on Global Launch Day. Up until then, peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.